Pleasant good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good afternoon, 91.1 Talk City FM family. You are in the Big Bad Wrap It Up show with Kingsley and Obi. We are here to take you home from 6 to 8, right down till you lie down at a time when there's very little transport on the road because the Maxi Taxi Association decide to be some douchebags and they don't want to get people home, and they basically have a nonsensical protest going on. Heavy and Kingsley would have done an amazing job, and we are staying on the same issue because, you know, multiple opinions, multiple things need to be said. So we will be continuing with the discussion, and we will be taking your calls.
Oh, yes.
You know, so good afternoon, Kingsley.
Oh, well, let me say, Obi, good afternoon, good evening to you, and I see you back in the hot seat again. See you in white. With Macabani Day, Emma.
Me versus me.
You versus you.
Yeah.
So you come to battle yourself today.
I don't have time to battle people. I don't struggle with and develop myself.
I know you have a lot to say, so take it on. As I say, we're going to continue because it is a topic we have to continue. I know that you have your own opinion, so I listen to your opinion. So you can start and we can after.
Well, I know Heavy said you will come to deal with it tomorrow, but I will deal with it now because
no problem,
just like you all, I have also had the privilege of being a PH taxi driver.
Okay.
My route was San Juan to Port of Spain at a point in time. And I know there's a lot of money to be made in taxi. And I remember, today I was discussing it because it would have been in, I would like to believe it was sometime June 2020, on the 24th day, there was an issue where, I don't know if you could remember, the San Fernando to Port of Spain taxi service, they basically had decided that they was going to protest. And around that time that they decided they wanted to protest, they decided to raise fees. Now, I don't know if the nation could remember that, but during the pandemic, the Port of Spain to San Fernando taxi drivers, along with the Shogunas route, they would have raised fees twice in the pandemic. And I remember how much of a big issue that was to the general public, because a lot of people felt that during a pandemic, it was a bit unfair, a bit unreasonable to raise traffic fines twice in a pandemic. And I remember a lot of people were really upset about it. So fast forward to now, I also remember when that situation took place, Keith Rowley and the then government with the Minister of Finance, I would like to believe Mr. Imbert and Rowan Sinanan, they made a decision to clap back at the drivers by basically allowing maxi taxis to basically come on every stand in Trinidad and Tobago and pick up passengers. Now, I remember how upset I was when he decided to do it, because I personally remember pulling up to the Sawa stand and seeing 3 big red bad maxis parked up on the stand around peak hours on an afternoon, and they were picking up passengers. And I remember how upset I got about it. But even though I was upset, I was also happy because I felt like the Port of Spain to San Fernando taxi drivers was taking advantage of the citizens at a time when, you know, it was already bad. We was in the middle of a pandemic. Raising the fees twice, to me, made no sense. Absolutely no sense. And, you know, because I have a lot of friends in the taxi fraternity and in the maxi fraternity, I know the kind of revenue this thing does generate. I know the kind of money these fellas does make. You understand? And I could tell you all, the public is getting shaft with it. And we've been getting shaft with it for a very long time. Right? And they would often talk about wear and tear on the vehicles and all these different nonsense. And I am telling you, it is not that drastic as how these drivers make it out to be. They make a crap ton of money. You understand? And they make it off of the back of the citizens because it's not properly regulated. It's not something that the government pays much attention to because they have their associations and they have the things set up, whatever. But the thing have money in it. And the government made a pushback, and their pushback was to basically let all maxis be able to go on any stand and pick up people to kind of spite the drivers from doing what they were doing. Fast forward now to this government, and now we have these drivers protesting. And I want to make it categorically clear what I'm saying here today, right? The only reason these drivers are protesting is because of one very simple reason. Every protest you have seen taking place in Trinidad and Tobago up to now has a reason for it. Now, destabilizing the country is one thing. But let me tell you something. PNM has a history of punishing the voter base. You have had 10 years of PNM rule and 10 years of people being punished, whether directly or indirectly. These fees and all these different things they're asking for were things that was never addressed under the PNM. Just like how the nurses weren't addressed under the PNM and Petrotrin closed down, all these things is PNM doing. You have a new person who comes into government and inherits all these problems. And in order for her to get into government, right, and even though people want to say she lied, I don't believe she lied. She made promises that, listen, if you get me in, I'm going to course correct these events. I'm going to fix these things. But here, what is the problem? The people on the ground, they're seeing the optics, they're listening to the noise that the PNM is making, and they are convinced without a shadow of a doubt that ain't no way this government will do anything proper for Trinidad and Tobago, and that they are going to be voted out in 2030 for sure. That is what they are convinced, the public, the man on the ground, the average man on the ground. So the new mandate now is, let's pressure this government as much as we could pressure this government in order for them to give us what they could give us within this 5 years, because we know that if they don't give us anything within this 5 years and PNM comes back in power, they are going to punish us by not doing anything for us. And that is the reality of it. You see, everybody likes to talk about politicians that lie on the podium. And for some strange reason, like I say, especially when it comes to the PNM voter base, that bunch of pinatas, that stupid stick that does get beat with the PNM, it has knocked them senseless. And they can't remember conveniently what the PNM would have done to them. So all the lies they would say on the podium does go away. Just like how we said, just in case you was opening your fridge, because apparently your fridge door does make real noise apparently. He said, just in case you're opening your fridge, we're not closing down Petrotrin. And then they turn around and close it down. And those PNM voters, still to this day, plenty of them believe that Petrotrin's still open. That is how dotish they are. They still believe that Petrotrin open because Keith tell them they wasn't going to close it down. So some of them does get up every morning, put on the Petrotrin uniform and go to work still, because they believe Petrotrin's still open. So now you have a government here that is literally taking the blows now for mismanagement from the PNM. And here it is, she wants to give everybody, but all they don't find it strange. The minute Kamla Persad-Bissessar says she wants to do something, the first thing you just hear the opposition ball, where you get any money from? Nobody don't question that. Nobody don't question how they are so convinced that there has no money there to do anything. It's because they know. They know they mismanage the country. They know that we are in debt up to we nostrils. They know. So they know that every time Kamla does anything, it's literally this woman pulling a rabbit out of a hat. She's being a magician, right? She is stretching to the point of no return. And the reason why it is so disingenuous what these people are doing to her is because under Keith, not a man made a sound. Nobody said anything under Keith Christopher Rowley. Nothing. They didn't. The minute they started act up, he would act up more and they would shut up. But you see now, everybody convinced the old lady frail. We go back at she, we go shut down the nation, we go strike, we go protest, and she go budge. And here was the message I have for Mrs. Bissessar today. Don't move at all. If it is one time, you need to act like a tyrant is now. Because you cannot allow these people to bully you into giving them what they want. You made promises. I am guaranteed that you're going to keep those promises. But what you have to do is you have to set the tone. Because it cannot be that we just operating willy-nilly. Those, and I said it this morning, that bus route, the minute they made that statement, you know what you were supposed to do, Ms. Bissessa? Yeah, what you could have do? You could have simply say, well, okay, that is all you feel. Well, guess what? I go organize the regiment, and if the regiment had to transport everybody to Port of Spain in the back of the trucks, bring them to town. I'm going to put all, for the next few hours, all 7-seater men, all PH men, and all H men, you all have access to the bus route to transport people. Move them up and down. And I will not even do it for 3 days. I set it for the week. For the rest of the week, give them access to move up and down the bus route. Give them access for the rest of the week. You have to send a message. Because it's not a case that the government doesn't want to help you all. It's not a case that the government doesn't want to fix all the issues that is there. They want to. But you have to understand, everything takes time. And the same way how the opposition could tell you all it have no money, why you all don't believe the opposition? You know, if Kamala say it have no money, Kamala lie. But the opposition telling all you it have no money. So how she doing this and all you not believing the opposition? When the this is the one time, why are they not taking the opposition word? When they say it have no money. How she doing this? How she doing that? Hey Kingsley, why they ain't taking that? Why they ain't taking that information? It's because all you know, and the woman is going to deliver on her promises. And the sad part about it is this, it go hurt my heart, But you see, come 2030, if you all vote out this government, it will tell me every single thing I need to know about Trinidadian people. You see, all they love to call this government a one-term government, but all they don't watch what all they just get from the government in that one term compared to what all they just get from the PNM. Pension does raise. All your bills and things does get sorted out. Debts does get paid off. Right? They does improve the workers. They just bring infrastructure. They go build schools. And then all they go turn around and spit in their face and push them out of government. And then every single thing they start PNM will stop. And you all will say nothing about it. Nothing at all. You all are just comfortable with the nonsense that they does. I am sitting down. I have partners who is Maximan, and I had to say, thank God, big up all my brethren who work in Maxi, who are still working today, they did in business. Because let me show you how disgusting all your drivers is with what all they did. All they didn't even have a heart to say, all they go carry school children. That is how disgusting. And let me tell you something, I say it and I mean it, you know. You know why a lot of you all think the way you all think? Because you all didn't get to see what I saw. You see, when I was lying down in that hospital dying from COVID and listening to people talking to the Lord and making peace with the Lord because they're not sure if they're going to wake up tomorrow and then waking up the next day and noticing that they're putting a sheet over them, I got to hear how real people just think in the final days. When they don't care about money and wealth. They care about making peace with their family. They're regretting. Lord, I didn't make peace with my family. Lord, I wish I had talked to my mother. Lord, I wish I had tell my child I'm sorry. You see, after I experienced that, my outlook on humanity changed. My tolerance level for human beings is so low. My expectancy of you all are so low. And you all prove that point to me daily in the way that you all think and operate. You all don't even have the consideration to understand that children writing exams right now. Even if all they say all they wanted to frustrate the public, carry the children to school now. Carry the children to school now, boy. Where's all you? And then all they want to talk about empathy. And this is why I said it the other day. I don't feel sorry for nobody again. Because I understand that it have a lot of crappy individuals walking around society. And you all just show it for greed, boy. Monetary gain, boy. Yes, we know it. We know Citygate infrastructure. And let me tell you something, I just always say, God knows why I'm not in government, Because I would have implemented some things all that hate me for, You see all them taxi drivers that like to fight and battle for space and hustling and stuff? Yes, we know it are certain people. They will only travel with certain. But let me tell you something. Everybody that get equal full if I was in government, you know. Because I was building a hub with 2 concrete walls on the side where none of all they can skip one another. Everybody would have had to full in turn. Nobody can skip. Everybody get to make an equal dollar. If somebody don't like to travel with you, well, let them sit down in your bus. And if your bus is 6 spaces behind, they'll sit 6 spaces till everybody else full and leave. Because that is what has go on. You all just battle one another like cat and dog. All they fighting on each stands and them. Just to get full. I would have make sure that all they can't do that again. And I'd have put a police to go. I'd have put police and traffic wardens on all they stand on them. And as all you breach it, take it in all your tail. Because somehow, it seems like the only how you all understand is when it have a whip over all your back. You all didn't... Listen, why you all punishing the citizens? And it's not a case that all you're not making, all you're making. You all are making. And I wouldn't call the figures here. No, I call it on my platform. But I wouldn't call the figures here. But you all are making. Because like I said, I have partners. I have partners who work in Maxi for people. And when them tell me what them does take home, after them done pay out a large lump sum to whoever Maxi they drive in, all you can't tell me all you making. Worse yet if all you own the bus. And somehow all you have more than one bus and more than one van. And you all want to fight the poor man down. And don't get me wrong, you know. You see them fellas and them who does drive them white bus. The only issue I have with them fellas who does drive them white bus is they're a little reckless on the road. That's the only issue I have with them. But you want to know why you all kicking up a fuss about these fellas? Is because there's hustlers. And I could tell you something, right? Because I give up my career to drive PH to raise my son so I could be in their life. So I know what it is to go down that road. And let me tell you something. There's a certain level of unity and camaraderie that PH men does have. That all the H men don't even have for one another. Sure. All the Maxi men, all this part of associations and all this still does fight like cat and dog on the bus route. I just be watching all you. All you will block out one another, push one another off the road, bad drive one another. But then all you want to protest together and ball all this association when all you know deep down inside. All you have a ounce of unity. A ounce of unity. But that is what PH men have. A PH man go watch another man back to make sure he can get a ticket. He go line up thing. And not only that, you know is the next thing most of all the H men and bus men and taxi men do have customer service. Because you see, we want customers to come back to us. So you know what we go do? All they will let passengers ride around in hot sun. All they a nice car, you know. And all your window down. And passengers sweating in all your vehicle. But the PH man, he burning out all the AC gas to make sure he cool, to make sure the customers comfortable. Some all your cotton style. All you don't want nobody put nothing in all your trunk. But the PH man pulling over and he opening the trunk wide to load it up with groceries. That is what all it does do. Some all you so disgusting with this thing. When it have passengers coming in all your car, all you telling the passengers, hey, watch your bag and watch your purse. Don't scratch my dashboard and watch my interior and thing. But that is the job. That is the job. Some all your bold face. A person work all day, all you telling them, don't sleep in my vehicle. Don't sleep in my vehicle, but you want their money. You want their money. And then now, when the passengers and them rebel now, all they vex. Don't tap the shoulder of the driver. Don't touch me. If you want to get my attention, call out to me. And sometimes you're so focused, you ain't even hearing the passenger calling out to you. Some of your vehicles stink and nasty. And all they want to talk about hygiene. Some of you ain't even following the dress code to be on the road as taxi men. But they want to try to hold the nation ransom and hold them accountable. And there's what I'm telling all you. At the end of the day, all you will never like me, you know. Because I don't play smart with stupidness. I don't play smart with stupidness. All of this that you all are doing is not necessary. And are they trying to put pressure on our government that will fix things? Citygate, all you want Citygate fixed, all you want it clean up. So, okay, you think she ain't go do it? You think she ain't understand that Citygate need an upgrade? So let me ask you a question. 10 years on that kit, all you didn't think Citygate needed an upgrade? You know how much things I asked for concerning Citygate? I said for the longest while, you see how Citygate have a bridge that everybody is walking inside? You know how long I told the government, I said that empty car park, and this is something I tell PNM, I said that empty car park opposite Citygate, why all you don't build a walkover from that parking lot straight into Citygate so that every time rain fall and in front of Citygate flood, people can access Citygate from Henry Street by going up those stairs, going straight over the walkover into Citygate. They never listen. They never budge. That is why every time they flood out, everybody just had to wait and pile up and it have a crowd because nobody can access Citygate. PNM don't have visionaries. Especially when they see in a car full money, they can't thief money. Right? They get all their walkover by sealots that nobody uses. Right? They don't use. Nobody don't use it. And I remember when that walkover was building, right? They had up a start date and an end date and how much was it cost. And when they noticed, wait now, we could run a little racket here. Let we build the walkover zigzag so we could get more money out of it. They take down the billboard with the walkover sign. It's the same thing they did with the one down by the Hyatt too. When we noticed that, wait now, this is how much it was costing to make that walkover. I think that walkover cost how much, Kingsley? 14 million or something, so?
Big money.
To build that walkover.
Yeah.
And all that time when them building that, I telling them, but why you don't build a walkover from Henry Street in that parking lot straight over into Citygate? So that when rain fall and they flood out, people can access Citygate still and they don't have to pile up. They never move on it. PNM is not forward thinking. They never will. That walkover in Sealots, they ball all dice for the woman who get bongzong in Sealots. She didn't even get bongzong there. But this is how they just think. And then you have these people now, all the taxi drivers, all they coming out to put pressure on the government. For nothing. 3 days of protests. To disrupt thing. This is the final week for some children with exams. And you all even say, boy, we have a little hard, boy. We go drop these school children. And let me tell you something. I know what all you're doing because I saw it today. Plenty of all your maxi drivers was driving up and down the bus route in air condition with nobody in all their bus.
Teasing the public.
Teasing the public. And then all you want me to have sympathy. Boy, listen, I tell all you're lucky. I would have been worse than Keith. Because when I did done with that bus terminal and set up that bus terminal, all you hate me. And I'm telling you, you see all them red band maxis that has worked main road because they don't have a ban, and I send all of them on the bus route for spite for the rest of the week. And I tell them go on the bus route for the rest of the week and make all you feel sick. Because this whole thing is about greed. That is what it is about. I get the listing of some of the things that them demanding. It's the stupidest set of things I ever hear in a long time. And people, I can read them out, you know.
Read them out for them.
Right? I can read it here. Right? Issues to address. Right? Affecting Route 1. Now, this is Route 1, eh? Refusal to increase the current speed limit from 65 km. I just see all they just be pelting on the bus route.
Speeding, they still speeding.
Or they still speeding on the bus route. All they complaining about going 65 km. All you ever see the accidents we just see on the bus route, all they complaining about going 65, right? The rapid increase of illegal white buses currently plying routes designed for solid band maxis. So here what is he seeing? All they want to come out with all this solid band bus, all they want to cut style, pick and choose when to work, right? All these different things. But all they want to fight the men with the white buses and thing, who go in all the different areas, all they don't want to go, and who giving a better service than all here. Yes, and I am not going to sit here and pretend that them fellas and them don't drive a little reckless. They just drive like shum-shalums, some of them. But they offer a better service than you all. Because as Maraval flood, all it does disappear. I just see them white buses and them treading through that flood water. And they just figure out what they go do after they mash up the engine. All you don't be there with them with that. Right? Number 3, refusal of licensing office to ensure that legal limit of persons to be transported in vehicles, van registered P&T to be carried out. What that had to do with Maxi? Only explain that to me now. What does that have to do? What regulating what P and T men could carry in the vehicle have to do with Maxi? Only serious? Listen, 4, refusal by the relevant authorities to ensure illegal white vans and good vehicles and private vehicles stop parking on the Marval Maxi Stand Duke Street. So all they're fighting for their stand. Because all they figure now, the small man mustn't eat nothing. So let them go from here so all they could fall in peace. But then when all they fall in peace now, all they giving the people shitty customer service. And then all they want to get vexed. There we go. The steady increase of the PH industry, the relevant authorities continue to turn a blind eye to this issue. Please note, we do not emphasize with the volume of unemployment facing the nation. However, right, we do emphasize with the volume of unemployment facing the nation. However, there are channels for persons to reclassify their vehicles from P to H. Let me tell you something, right? All they don't want P men, all they want P men to change their vehicle to H. Because all they want them to come on the stand and park up with all and line up with all and do the same shitty customer service that all they giving everybody else. But you know, I had said, let me read through all the points and everything. Right. Due to the growing numbers of white vans, these vehicles have begun to pull up in legitimate taxi stands to solicit passengers. So whoever put out this, they have a serious problem with them white bus and them. These illegal white vans, not subject to inspections, is required by the licensing authorities to do such as actually put traveling public at risk. The constant promotion by police officers and media houses to refer to illegal white van as maxi taxis, thus placing the stigma on the industry. The authorization to use illegal white vans, even given by the PTPS, seen in the accident in the vicinity of the Brian Lara Stadium during the Carnival Fete. The current harassment of maxi taxis while driving through St. James regarding to drop and pick up of passengers. Please note, there are no official pick-up and drop-off points on major roads, ways vehicles and parked on both sides. 6, illegal parking of private cars on maxi stands. 7, drop-off point, pick-up zones for school in Port of Spain where services are required for maxi taxis, but vehicles are parked in front of the schools. Required upgrade of turning point in Diego Martin, right? The need to have either police officers or traffic wardens visible at the location where PH and illegal vans ply their trade. The current condition of roadway, especially in Pity Valley area, the high cost of traffic fines due to the 65 km speed limit, the issue of no parking signs placed on Charlotte Street in the stand in the Ombudsman building, taking away the percentage of maxi taxis. And listen, the Ministry of Transport unable in 2026 to provide us with city passes. As such, we are operating on a month-to-month authorization to the PS Ministry. Aware of the harassment of police officers, continue to challenge us on the validity of their temporary approvals in 2025 passes. So, people, I want to understand this, right? Everything they're making noise for have to do with one simple thing. They find the poor man cutting into the money they're making. This is not about protesting the government. This is about greed. They want all. That is what it is. They want all. They're not improving this service. They're not dropping this service. They want all. They want all. That is what this is about. Plain and simple. They just want all the money. And as long as they can't get all the money, they have an issue.
Mash up the dance.
Mash up the dance. It's a set of nonsense. It's a set of nonsense. And let me tell you something, Again, even if all they want to protest, why penalize the school children? Why? Why? Now, if now the government decide to be progressive and say, okay, that's all, they want to drop it, here what we go do? We go free up the thing. If they really decide to build a train, bring a train or some kind of thing, you know, all they go ball, or the government wicked, they're trying to cut into we money. Because that is all. That is the mindset. We don't care as long as we make we bulk our money at the end of the day come. People, is a real disgusting thing. It is shameful. And again, the reason why it bothers me so much is because every time these things happen, you know what the PNM does? The PNM says the reason why these things are taking place is because Kamala don't know how to run the country. That is what they say, you know. And that is what the nation hears, and that is what they believe. But it's not that, you know. It's not that at all. It's that PNM know that under them, under Keith, none of them could have jumped out themselves so. The backlash should have been swift. But they know now that UNC mindset is we want to fix things. But not only that, they believe that she's so desperate to stay in government that she go run and fix whatever she could fix quick for them to quiet the noise so that it go look like the country not functioning properly.
Yeah.
That time the country functioning properly, you know, it's just a couple misfits just decide they want to make things hard for everybody else. And I know Kingsley only let him vent because he was here from before and he do his thing, eh? But let me tell you something, people. You see, this is why I will always sit down and I say, boy, my people, boy. I just see a first world Trinidad all the time, you know. But you see the third world mentality of the people, boy. And I don't care what you tell me. PNM is very responsible for the third world mentality that this nation has. Yep. They have never been forward thinking. They have never been visionaries. And they know why they have kept the society like that. Because when you keep a society uneducated, you get to control the narrative. And the narrative wasn't even being controlled by extremely intelligent people. Because if you had to compare the League of Losers, the PNMB team, to the slate of people sitting on the UNC, none of them may come close. And that's just facts. None of them may come close. So imagine being controlled by a bunch of people who just a little smarter than you. Kept the people in the Stone Age for decades. For decades. And all they're comfortable. People, we go in for a break. And when we come back, we go take all the calls on this issue. We go take all the calls on this issue because there's a lot to vent out today. So we go in for the break.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
When the headlines settle.
I'm Mala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Mala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Doesn't matter, we call us know the number, but still give them the number.
Yeah, no problem, man.
No matter the
Right, so there's the numbers for you all to call in.
Call Talk City 91.1 FM now, 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Caller, good afternoon.
First caller for the evening. Yes.
Why it is when people protesting, it always had to affect the general public. You're burning tire in the road, you're burning it in your village, damaging your road. Right? You're striking with the maxi, they're affecting people working. The millionaires and them driving and going away normal. That's not affecting them. They're not affecting the government.
Exactly.
Right? If you really want to do something about what the government, to affect the government, go in front of the Prime Minister's office and burn down the tire. Right?
Oh my gosh. Thank
You're
you very
only
much.
affecting your own people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You ever drive behind a maxi, man? Them stop in the middle of the road, but
Yeah.
they have a place to drop off and pick up.
Yeah.
Something wrong with them, or
Hmm.
them that just stop just so, no signal, nothing.
No signal,
Master
nothing.
break, drop out the
Correct.
people.
Yeah.
Right? But them have a place to drop off and pick up. There's something wrong with these maxi men and them, right?
Hmm.
Good day.
Yeah, caller, thanks. Yeah, and he's right. Maxi drivers just stop wherever they
Obi,
want.
I want to thank NCW. Very good.
Caller, good afternoon.
Oh, you're alive.
Yeah, good day.
Good day.
You know, that time, I was drunk and thing, coming from work from Sawan.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped in a small maxi.
Mm-hmm.
And the maxi now, I was sitting in the front seat. And when the maxi reached town, he dropped out everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped asleep in front, and I was sitting in front with the driver.
Yeah.
You know, when I reach in town, I know I reach in town, the driver do so, stop out everybody, and come up the road with me alone. I drop a sleeper and swinging in the back of our tire. Swinging in the back of our tire there, somewhere in some street.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I do so, I feel somebody touching my pocket.
Yeah.
When I jump up now, the driver carry me in the back to rob me.
Wow.
Yes, and searching me for the maxi driver.
Mm-hmm.
So I jump out with the maxi.
Okay.
And I
Then.
take my thing. I had something with me. I take up my thing. You know, I come and walk out and travel down to back to town again.
Wow.
Yeah, the maxi driver, the man tried to rob me by.
Okay then, caller. Thanks.
Thanks, caller.
Yeah, all right.
We lost that one. Caller, call back.
And I was saying there, what did you call it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying that I want to thank NCW because he have a maxi right now. So people who coming from Carnage, Diego Martin, look out for MCW and which name is his friend? Matara. There's out there in a maxi. They Port of Spain to Diego Martin and Carnage from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. They'll be free transportation. Free. So they, I do not know the color of the maxi, but it must be Lalo. But there's out there. So look for them. It's free. No money. So MCW, I want to thank you and Matara France.
Yeah.
I want to thank you very much.
Caller, good afternoon.
So they are out there, because they are out there.
Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you guys again.
Good evening.
Princess Tom.
Obi, you were saying, first I should say kudos to all who trying to help out, to clarify the situation, helping out people with the getting home and so on. You know, that's a wonderful effort. I bow to you all. And what I really called to say is, Obi, you was saying just now about the taxi drivers, how there is big style and this kind and so on and so on. When you go in your car and they want to phone, they say, well, I from the on the Palmyra main road off the link up now.
Mm-hmm.
And our main it is called main road on the main road taxi stand, right? And these taxi drivers, you know what they do?
What else do?
If you have 2 parcels, right, like groceries and things, and you put it in their trunk, you know these main road taxi drivers, they charge you $6 extra plus the fare, which the lowest fare with them is $9. So it will cost you $15 for about a 3-mile trip from Princeton to where most of the people live down by me here. You see how outrageous these people could be? Now, if the government go to clamp down on them, right, and say, listen, that's unjust and so on, they go say, well, the government, doing heartless, and they go on the thing. And listen, when it had COVID, right, these guys are them jack up
there was price gouging all year. I know.
These guys jack up their fares when it was COVID. And although the Prime Minister, when they won election, they reduced the price of fuel and so on. And thing, they never dropped the prices. They
never dropped the prices,
Listen, right in Sawa there. Sawa, Kingsley, go know what I'm talking about, right? Them short drop is $4, I think, and not so Kingsley. $4
5 or 6. 5 or 6.
Arangwes by me is 4. And if you go down in the back, it's $6 and $10.
Is $8. $8. And they fear, and they never drop the fear. But these fellas are really ruthless. Well, listen now, I stopped traveling with half of them, right? Because of the attitude and that. Sometimes I go and on the taxi stand, they have about 5 of them line up, and it is full and turner. So 5 of them line up, and I had to wait until them go from the stand, unless a PH pass and pick them up, and things like that. These fellas are really ridiculous. But
yeah, they are.
I go in and see the MP one of these days. A little bit busy these days, cleaning up again and thing. I miss MPs,
Okay, then.
I want to go by the MP Govinda grandson and they have a meeting and hold a meeting with them and so on.
Okay, then, caller. Well, thanks. We have to take another one.
Thanks, caller. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You did a good job. Thanks.
Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, fellas. I just pack up my weekly in Arima, right?
Yeah.
Because jumping and maxi to go down into Port of Spain, right? What it is, I observe, and many people could say that too. What I observe, when they reach the traffic light, they might have a maxi now on the left side, dropping up, picking up passengers, right?
Yeah.
And next maxi will come on the side right now, and they're watching and they're jumping that light,
Yeah.
They jump in that light, which could cause accident now, right?
Listen.
And then the way that they're driving, you have people now in the bus having to be saying prayers and asking God.
Yeah, they're driving very reckless.
Because how these drive, and you're not supposed, people are not supposed to be going through that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sit down and be relaxed and comfortable, knowing that the driver
not with them
to and fro. You
not
understand?
with them.
No, what I say it again on this program, I say it again to make sure that when you hear this thing get going, bring out the police and them, and anytime they catch them going over the 65, you bus ticket on every one of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them. Bus ticket on them.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, caller. Thanks.
Yeah,
because you see it's ridiculousness. And you see, this boils back down to just us with our third world mentality, People took so much offense to when Mrs. Bissessa say we are lawless dumb. But the woman know what she was saying.
And I seen it today.
Trini's hate rules. Caller, good afternoon.
Kobe.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my dear. I just want to commend you on the. Listen, you couldn't say it any better. That full speech you gave. You talk the gospel today. Gospel. And let me tell you something. You're so right. It's about greed. Because a lot of people who travel in, the PH taxis will take them places that the H cars not going, or the maxis are not going.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes people have a lot of the bags and all these things, and H cars are going to take them there.
That is so true.
So I don't see nothing wrong with everybody being on the road and making a dollar.
Yeah.
Right? But what they can do, they can register the PH cars, leave them PH, register them so they have their license plates, they know who they are. They could do that. But you can't tell somebody to put their car to H.
Yeah.
Right? For what? For them to have to do the same nonsense like you? Right?
I agree.
And not only that, I believe this is a political. It's political.
Yeah.
Because all the years it was there, nobody came out.
Yeah.
Right? But what they think, and you are so right, what you said there, what they think, they could bend the hands of the UNC, get what they had to get, because they feel, okay, well, we get what we have to get, and then after the UNC coming, and what the UNC ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Not with fighters like myself and you and Kingsley and all the rest of others, NCW, all the rest of others.
Yeah.
Right? Not with fighters. And come 2030, we're fighting harder. You know why?
Agreed.
Because I'm fed up. I'm fed up seeing my country burn.
Thank you.
And right now, I'm comfortable. And I know time is everything. And Rome was not built in a day.
True.
All right, Toby. All right, Kingsley. You all have a good afternoon, my dear.
You too.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, right? I had a way to regulate PH drivers, when this whole conflict would have came up in 2021.
I talk is for you and heavy,
Right?
Every other way too.
Yeah, and let me show you something, bro. No, because I had a whole template for it,
Okay.
Let me tell you something, bro. The first 2 weeks of me being a PH driver, sour to tongue, I figured out how to beat them at their own game, It had fellas on the stand, and I had to say big up to all the PH drivers for sour to tongue who taught me the work. When I came out there and I was scared and I didn't know what to do, they showed me how to hold my float and everything like that. In 2 weeks' time, I printed up some business cards and I launched a business called Hey Taxi Services. That was before it had Uber and Drop in Trinidad. I was Uber and Drop before Drop.
You say hate it?
No. Hey, H-U-I. Hey Taxi. That was the name of it. I have business card, flyer, everything. And the first thing I started to do was push out all them cards into women's hand because women always need transport. Kingsley, let me tell you something. I had contracts. I was dropping Hassan Gyro staff. I used to drop KFC staff in the night. And it had men on the stand used to be watching me and saying, small man, you ain't serious about this hustle, boy. This car always missing. But them I know, every time that car on the stand, it making more, bro. I had some people with a cleaning company, right? Them used to pay me $200 a site visit. Every site they go to, I used to get $200. Sometime in a day, them hit 6 sites. I remember at Christmas I worked for them and went home with $9,000,
Wow.
PH had real money in it, if you know what to do. I had a brethren working Hyatt. All them H men, them hotel taxi men by Hyatt could tell you about our old car. They used to watch it. They get fed up on me till the point they make friend with me. Because my brethren by Hyatt, he used to say, it ain't no hotel taxi here, but it have people want to go around the savannah. How you feel I learn all them houses around the savannah? It's because I learned the houses to deal with tourists. And then when I learned the houses to deal with tourists, Kingsley, the money them must pay to go around, I used to take half of that. So sometimes I charging 300, go around the savannah up on the Lady Young. And then you know what I decided to do? Because the hotel does give them an itinerary of places to go for them to be safe. I said, let me tell all this something. I said, I could guarantee all this safety, but you see where the hotel telling all it to go? Them thing is crap. I say, if all you want to taste real good thing, put all your trust in me, pay me, and I'll carry all it to good places. Boy, listen, I carry them for Jack and Marlene's doubles in Aranguez. When they want good roti, I carry them Sylvie's roti shop. You understand? I carry them by the Chow Man, by Maritime. And these people build a bond with me to the point where every time they come in the country, hi, Adrian, are you, and I go on, money to make, round the clock. So I know it have money as PH Kingsley. And them know that too. But you see now, this is why I was trying to tell the government when Keith and them was doing the nonsense. And let me tell you something, Keith and them used to listen to everything I say, but they're just wicked and bad man and disgusting that they never implement it. True. Because I told them, here what you could do. You could charge, and this is revenue, people. This is revenue for the country. I said, take $100 a month from every PH taxi driver. Build a database and let them come in every month and pay the money in the TTPS. Whether it be Central Police Station, right? Marval Police Station. So a man know, okay, if I want to be on the road and hustle as a PH, every month I need to come and give the government this $100. This $100 gives him a pass, whether they stamp it by paper or whatever they do, that he could run the road for a month. So if police broke him up on a stand or they catch him in a corner, where's your registration to work PH here? He pull it out and he show them, sir, this is my thing, it up to date, right? You could even have it as a card-based system where it's stamp, regulate, sign, the police signature, whatever. So because we know it go have bubble in something. Obvious. You pay the 100 and you're on the road. You could have done that. That way now the government would have get a little dust from the PH men. And that same dust that they getting from the PH men, you know what they could have turned around and use that more? They could have said, well, here what going on, H men. We know let us be grousing about how PH men coming on all this stand, but here what we doing. Out of the $100 we just take from the PH men, we will use that to maintain all this stand. So all the association no longer has to maintain all this stand. Or they just work and make money. So when you see line for all they to park all the maxi in a straight line, paint on all this stand, is because PH men paying the 100. When you see the sign get upgraded on all your stand, it's because PH men paying it. If your stand have a set of pothole on it and you see gravel and thing going on, it's PH men pay for that. Oh, and that could have been it, you know, and solve this whole problem, you know. But again, greed. Because you see now, even if the government was to implement something like that and take a dust from PH men, you know what them H-men go say? Oh, the government and them said all them PK men to take we money. That's how they just think. This has nothing to do with what them calling for, you know. All of this has to do with greed. It's greed. They want the government to fix certain things and pay out certain things, and they have no intention of giving the quality of service for what they're asking for. We taking one quick before we go to the playway.
Yeah, Obi, that idea is a very good idea.
Thank you.
You should present it to this government. And the next thing, you see the train system that we have here?
Yeah.
Every industrialized or progressive nation in this world has a train system, right? They should have never destroyed that.
For real.
Right?
Agreed.
And to solve all this maxi-taxi problem and traffic problem, they have to put back a train, at least east-west, north-south. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, caller. So, people, we are approaching the top of the hour. Remember the code. All the playway, going and play now.
Oh, there's a jackpot after every draw. Just place your bet with any Mega Mix option or Monster Draw and get your jackpot numbers at no additional cost. Then match your jackpot numbers in any order for a chance to win big. And the bigger your wager, the bigger your win.
Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From
Son, you know, I thought it was a really good initiative by the TTPS and the commissioner to do this.
Mobilize all the police forces that are readily available to assist in transporting persons to their homes. So at this point in time, we are in the process of delivering on that from the station and they were traveling from.
And how many buses were offered by the TTPS and the stop points and
At
destinations?
this point 5, but I wish they had 50.
And Commissioner, who are the target segment that you're targeting? Because there are a lot of people here and it's not even rush hour yet. At 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Most assuredly, our first target was the vulnerable school children and the elderly and getting them safely moved. That's the reason why we chose this time at 2:30 when school was just over, was to get them out of the town as fast as possible.
And for those who are finishing work at 4 or 5 o'clock, which is the normal stipulated, who are finishing work at 4 and 5, which is stipulated hours.
We have a second trip coming.
And Commissioner, consistent of this action today, would this action be taken tomorrow?
Most assuredly, once there's a need for it, the TTPS will be here to assist.
Well said, Commissioner. You hear what he say? He said, as long as there is a need for it, we will be here to provide that support. And I want to say good afternoon to Maria, Natasha Santana, and to everybody who is on the YouTube channel watching us, and everybody on the Facebook who is watching us also. Thank you all for your love and support to the Big Bad Wrap It Up program with Kingsley and Obi. Kingsley, what do you think about that, boy? The commissioner step up, forward thinking. He did not wait for nobody to give him a directive.
Nope.
He saw a situation, understood how this could be a problem, and he took the initiative to rectify the issue as fast as he could. And he has volunteered the TTPS services throughout the course as long as this issue continues. So I'm guessing that if ever these drivers decided to protest in the future, we can count on the TTPS to offer the services.
But that is so good.
And you hear what he say? He wish they had 15 buses. So for all you know, the Prime Minister might hear that and she might give him a couple more. And that is what we need as a people. We need to be forward thinking, and this comes back to what I say. You can't become a first world nation with a third world mentality. And it listen, look where we reached you now, boy, Kingsley, boy. Yeah. Police officers had to come out to help the public go home. And listen, you know, he said the focus on the school children and the elderly, and that is why I said, you all maxi drivers, all you disgusting. Because the elderly and the children, all they could have at least pick up. All they could have at least picked up them. Because let me be honest, you know what has amazed me? You all has act like you all go get old. All ain't go stay young for the rest of your life, you know. All that we come here to get old and grey. And all they go want somebody to care for all you. You all seen the elderly stranded on the nation's roads. And you all passing them straight this morning. You all passing school children trying to go to school. Or they passing them straight this morning. Just off our greed. Greed. Right? Listen. I have a partner talking to him right now. While we in studio here. He's a driver. And he telling me, boy, the things, the issues that we want the government to fix is issues with the bus route pass. Because why? It have a backlog for them to get bus route pass. Because everybody want a taste of that bus route, you know.
Bad.
Because that bus route money, it's sweet, you know. That milk and honey route, you know. That's not the bus route, you know. That milk and honey route. And there's a backlog for them to get bus route pass. Right? It is let me tell you something. It's a real bubble with that bus route pass thing. And listen, it done in such a way, they can't skip. So it ain't no favoritism with the bus route pass where they could link one before another, man. Because the minute you skip one of them and all the others find out, they come in to attack you. Because they're not unified, you know. All of them seeking their own interests, you know. Every single one of them, you know. Don't feel that there is part of an association to put pressure on the government. But every single one of those drivers only about self, you know. It ain't no camaraderie there, you know. All that camaraderie does only come together to put pressure on the government. As them done put pressure, is battle. Listen, you swear it's Mad Max Fury Road on the bus route with them, you know. The only thing them have put on them bus yet is guns, spears, and people to pelt. That is what going on, you know. And again, this is why I'm saying, you know, we so backward thinking. And maybe this is time for we to really start to regulate PH. Let PH pay the state a small fee to operate on the road. And let me tell you why I'm saying that, eh? Listen, we have a WhatsApp call coming in. Mr. Barakpo, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How that profile picture on black so boy current going on your WhatsApp? Or?
In my car. Let me tell you something now.
Yeah, man.
You know, sometimes you just have to laugh, because crying wouldn't just make sense. So the kind of stupidness that going on in this country is that it's not a laugh. Let me tell you something. If I was the Prime Minister, you know what I would have done after this protest? You see, 2 or 3 times for the week.
And I make riding on bus
the same way how they absorb this little strike action and transport people. I would have sent out free transport 3 times for the week for the public.
Yeah. And
let
them.
Yeah. So let them understand what the reality of this scenario is.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. People can say what they want. We could jump high, we could jump low and thing. Everything that is going on since this government came into office is politically and racially
motivated,
instigated.
Yeah, motivated.
Well said. Yeah.
Gentlemen, let me tell you something. You see right now, you see what happened back in the days of the Ku Klux Klan? People like you and Kingsley and anybody who is of African descent that decide to support the UNC, you all come like you all are now targeted.
Yeah, we excommunicado.
So true.
Listen, we is the John Wick. We is the John Wick at Trinidad.
Chat talk and we get in.
Let me tell you something. All you might be surprised, all you might see cross burning in front of your homes. All you might see they're looking to lynch. All you have to be careful. Just because all you choose.
Hold on. Now, Barakpo, I'm not cutting you. What Kingsley, look back quick and see this. What you going on there?
Yeah.
There is a sports day taking place on Nelson and Duncan Street in the middle of the road. Because they don't have no way they could go and play sports. You see?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Barakpo.
Sorry, Kola, go ahead.
And you see, this is the thing where you have to be careful now. Just because you guys decide, hear what? All you're going to practice all your democracy and decide, hear what? We are all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. For how much decades we have tried A hasn't been working for us. You all ain't stupid or anything like that. All decide, okay, let me try B. And just because all you decide to try B,
it's really
and all you don't remain suffering and oppressed and in bondage and hear the rhetoric and the mama guy, you all are now cast out.
Yeah.
You understand? Let me tell all this something. Last point. I am so glad that growing up in my community, we didn't so politicize, who was in government and thing. Yeah. Because we know that how Eric William came into office and it was an African political entity. We could jump high, we could jump low. Everybody who aligned themselves with the PNM at that time was in the public service, police jobs, all over. That we remain in the estate and we grew from there. Now, that is a good thing for my community, but it's a bad thing for Trinidad and Tobago. Because for my community, that taught us how to be able to become self-sufficient and empower ourselves. So when they decided to close on Caroni, did you hear people calling that they're starving and they're poor and they're sick and everything? Because we, through that simple entity, we empowered ourselves and we could have sustained our lifestyle and continue. You just closed on CPAP for one thing and the whole country balling. That just goes to show, and people have to wake up and understand these things. If I align myself to a political entity that governed this country for over 50 years, had so much wealth, and within a couple weeks or a month, they stopped what I was depending on.
Crying poverty,
that alone tell you that these people just carrying all you down a bad road. When all you go wake up and understand.
They live in month to month.
And then the ones who come in and talking to you and telling you, here what? Follow me. We have everything. They are multi-millionaires.
Yep.
And just have you feeding off us crumbs. And all you cannot wake up and understand that. And let me tell you something. Again, they would do every single day. If it didn't have this prosperity that we are seeing in the near future, where all these companies make this investment and we have the dragon gas and all kind of thing in the pipeline that will soon happen. Let me tell you something. You will not hear nothing from the PNM. They would let people riot, burn down the place, but they want to get back so much now in government because they know anytime they allow this government to get that type of wealth in their hands and start to develop this country, let me tell you something. You see what happened to Tobago? Would be worse what will happen with PNM and Trinidad and Tobago. Enjoy the rest of the evening, gentlemen. And like I say, we can't laugh, we can't cry, so let me laugh.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
You see now.
We have voice note. We have no voice note.
You see now when I because as I tell her,
Congratulations to Commissioner Allister on him helping out with the defiant maxi taxi drivers.
You have our next voice note here.
Yeah, good day, Obi and Mr. Kingsley. And Mr. Obi, I agree full 100% with you. Because back in the days when it was dollar and they used to be on the main road, you used to see a conductor. You used to see them paying a conductor. Now it's milk and honey on the bus route. They wouldn't say, you had imagine you paying for a service and you had to close in your own door. And back in the days, we never go through them things.
Agreed. So I want to say big up to the 330 people on the YouTube watching us. Big up to all the people on the Facebook. Rudy Atwell, Jason Mitchell, Kevin Mark, Leon Charles, Abigail Jonathan, Jason Mitchell, Ranger Mirage, Leon Charles. And for the people on the YouTube, let me say Mickey 8096. We have Bass 2025. We have Jenny C. Paul, right? We have Semantics. We have I've seen a lot of new names here, but I have to go down into my sexy voice for this. Pleasant good afternoon to my PNM friend.
I know that.
Patricia Reed, who comes here every day to see this stunning fat man on the YouTube channel. I know you're in love with me, you know. I know you love me. You love me, so you want to take good care of me. But I don't want no PNM plan. I don't want no PNM plan. Patricia Reed talking about still my one and all. They're still saying 1 and 1 is 11. Go from here. Throw your whole frame. So yeah, people, let me continue. So we taking all your calls.
Yes,
calling and free up all yourself. Kingsley, you're saying something.
I just want to know that if you see me in a house, we don't vex because my life being checked in. I want her house and I want bodyguards. Okay? So if you see my house, building the people who checked in me, and said to me, how can I go and pet here and go and chat in my inbox?
Yeah.
They overdo doing it now, and that is PNM people. That is African people doing this.
Yeah.
So this morning I wake up, I see a gun put here in my inbox. I say, so far I remember Charlie Kirk one time, and that is the Democrat PNM. They're looking to target activists. They're looking to get violent. It's violent they're looking to get. And I call on the police because the opposition supporters, they are being reckless and careless. They're on social media, they're cussing. They're cussing the Indian gods now. And they're cussing Kamala. They're attacking Obi, David Welch, Heavy. Everybody who have a different point of view. And everybody had the rights. Because Obi is a person, right? I have a social media page, right? I don't go on nobody page. It could be whatever page it is.
No, but they love our platform.
They love our platform.
They love. That's what I tell you. PNM people is not haters, you know. Them is fans in disguise.
Yeah.
You see people like Patricia Reed and them. Listen, if this show
they wish they could
don't exist. If this show don't exist, she don't have no life, you know.
Yes, they wish they could.
She don't have no life. That's why she here with us, and we welcome you with open arms.
All of them.
You understand? Because we don't know that when you is a PNM supporter, you struggle with undeveloped muscles now, boy.
Nothing.
So we here to pump some education into your brain.
Because as I say, Obi, it have a young fella right now, And I want the police to get on to me. Let me give them his address on social media.
Oh
Because
God, is that the young man who cussed up the Hindu people?
Yeah. It's distasteful.
Gosh,
It's really distasteful. Because I wasn't really...
You know, everybody was sending me the video. And everybody, I could show you, everybody who sent me the video, I tell them I'm not wasting my time to watch it because this guy's a complete idiot and I have known this from
idiot.
long time. And I never watch
Living
anything
in
he
the
does
mother house
or
still.
listen. I don't listen to anything he says. I don't consume nothing because I already know he's a retard. And I don't have time for that.
I don't very again call, but I have to go.
Now,
after,
we don't call.
I have to go after him. Obi.
Well, do what I have to do.
He living in the mother house still. He don't have his own vehicle. He don't have a job.
But he wasn't any protest on them too?
Yes, he was in protest telling them that let me walk to Woodford Square. And if the police fall away, shame on them. I don't can pack a BS, right? But it's fame he looking for. Fame. And as somebody say, you so educated, and I come from an educated family, you go on our social media and attack the Hindus in this country.
And part of you, Patricia.
Yeah. And attack the Hindus in this country. Obi, attack the East Indians in this country. I find what disgrace. Nobody should never follow he. He should never be on
you see,
social media
let
again.
me tell you,
He should be locked up.
Let me tell you why. When I saw what he did, and I eventually I got around to listening to it because it was like 2 clips, and I was like, boy, let me just listen to what is Dunce saying.
Dunce.
You attack Hindu people. You talk about the gods. You talk about the idols, whatever. But he's so stupid. He doesn't know that Hinduism is one of the oldest religious backgrounds of the world.
Also in Africa?
He doesn't. Well, this was about to tell
Also
him.
in Africa?
He doesn't even know that African people practice Hinduism.
Yes, facts.
That is how dunce this young man is. And I've told people, and I'm going to say it again because I know they're listening. I know the ones listening and they're watching. So they go clip it, and I know he might want to come for my platform. Me no business. I want you to understand this, bro. Right? Let me tell you how dotish you are. Right? You live in a multi-ethnic country.
Yes.
Majority of employers and places you go, you will meet Indian and Hindu people.
Yes.
Right? You will travel with them in vehicles. The last thing you want to do as a young man with a platform is blacklist yourself. You see, a lot of you all just look at my platform with a lot of envy and hate. But you know what is the thing you all never learned? You all don't notice I don't cuss on my platform. I don't do certain things. It's because I chose to make myself marketable.
Yes, okay, what yourself, yes.
Marketable.
Next one, smoking weed on your platform.
Right? When you want to make yourself marketable so that people could get a reason why there is no explicits in my videos. There's a reason why, same way with radio, there's no explicits here. Because you want the population to be able to listen to you anywhere, at any time, in the presence of anyone.
Yep.
But when you sit down and you act like a retard on your platform, when you disrespect people's religious beliefs and background, when you live in a multi-ethnic country, you are blacklisting yourself subtly. And what you don't understand is this nation could never run without one another.
Just imagine an African. Just imagine an Indian going on a platform to attack Christians and Catholic.
Yeah.
You will never hear this country done as it.
Yeah.
But as a black man do it, they support him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, they clap him.
Yeah.
And I cannot support that. Because that is a racist tone.
Yeah.
It is that, and I want to say, Obi, I want to ask him, do you know that the same party supporting PNM, it have Hindus in it, it have Indians in it, and they worship. So that's how stupid it is. The same party are fighting for to get into power. Ronan, Sinan, and Stuart Young, and Faris, and all them.
I don't know why he think they are Indian PNM voters.
No, because you know why? The Africans in the PNM, I will tell this, we don't know. The Africans in the PNM look at the Indians and them as black people.
Yeah.
Once supporting the PNM,
you're black.
You're black.
So if Isa Indian then?
Where they look at you as a like bottom African Indian. That's how they look at you, right?
Lord.
And me too. Look at me too the same, right? But if a Chinese man come to PNM now Them concern them watching him black, them watching no hair or no color, you know.
So Church Young black then?
Yeah, for them.
To
For
hell
them.
with that.
No,
That's
for them.
That is
For
why
them.
when they take the 10 million, that's why when they take the 10 million from him leading up to the election, and they start to sweep my ancestors and them say, all
You
of the
believe me?
Baptists who sweeping, we not accepting no ping pong, ling long, ching long, and they blank him.
Yes.
And he get a kobo sweat.
You believe me? If Kamala Prasad, Mr. Sir, come over to the PNM now, she's the greatest thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's how the PNM Africans are thinking now. and it hurt me over the years. I said, wait now. How the East Indians in the PNM is clean, sanitized, and they're perfect. And the Indians in the UNC is the worst thing. So I checked the measure the scale and it didn't adding up.
Look.
Your friend, the PNM friend.
Look, Patricia. Whole day nobody ain't talking. Yes, you know why nobody ain't talking about it? Because we just cover everything.
Yes, we
and
is
you
the
see what that young man did?
Yes.
Was disgusting.
Disgusting. I need
and
to
the
be
reason why you don't
charged
want
and
we talk
locked up.
about it, Patricia, is because you don't want we to let the public know what was uttered by the young man. And let me tell you
calling for him to
something.
be charged and locked up.
It did not cussing in it. And if I had more time to edit the video, I would have played live on air for the nation to hear the utterances of that young man and what came out of his mouth.
No, it was wrong. It was definitely wrong.
Yeah.
It was it was definitely wrong. The way he go down that road there, it was hate.
Listen.
Pushing propaganda.
Listen, you calling it hate? You calling that is not hate, Kingsley. Kingsley, that is stupidity. Come now, man. Don't mix up hate with stupidity now, man. That is stupid. And you know the thing that surprised me?
Yeah.
He was boasting, he come from an educated house and all the parents and them is teachers.
Yeah.
And I say in my head, all your parents is teachers and them teach. And this is.
And you smoking weed?
Listen, I not studying smoking weed. He could have advice, you know. Is the level of filth that is coming out of this boy's mouth. And I'm sitting there and I say
you have a
in my
papa
head,
job and your mother's a teacher.
I'm
Kind
saying
of
in
thing.
my head, this, and you know what's the sad part? I've been saying it and I'm going to say it again. Just because somebody screams into a camera phone loud and talk with authority does not mean that they are intelligent. And these people has a large following of people following them and listening to them. And let me show you how stupid he is.
Because they're talking BS.
You really think that it didn't have Hindu people who might have been supporting some of the things he was saying?
Yes.
You just alienate a whole portion of your audience.
Yes.
With that nonsense that come out your mouth. And this is what I'm telling you, is a lot of them. That's why when I looked at the convenient test, not the protest, the convenient test. When I looked at the convenient test literally had all these mouthpieces that like to scream and talk loud in the phone. They don't even understand the process of what was taking place. And that is what it is. You have a lot of people, even with this maxi protest, right? I listen to a maxi driver, I tell you, I hear the man rant. If you're how ignorant the man was, the man say he name on the road is lawless. And he just pull up wherever he want and fully boss. He don't care about nobody.
Obi, I heard that topic earlier on. Many taxi drivers, to me, they wanted to ply the trade this morning, but they was bully to stay home.
You saw the clip of the one who say he no business.
Well, he come out. But there's people was inboxing me and telling me they're afraid to come out and work taxi. I am telling you tomorrow, go out and work on your taxis.
Yeah.
They can't bully only go out and work on your taxis tomorrow early in the morning. Stop that foolishness. Our country is happy.
Yeah.
Our country is good.
Yep, I agree.
Stop that foolishness. Stop it.
Yep. Don't let nobody gas up all you and
all they do, all you want.
Yeah.
And nothing. All they say.
Yeah.
Wicked black people, boy.
Yeah, listen what the driver had to say earlier.
I mean, why are working today? I know everybody on strike. Them on strike, not me. I am a bills, and I insurance to pay this week. So I want to know if the association going to pay for me. So why striking for? Me have time with that. So long the body they want to strike. 10 years, 15 years ago. Why the strike now? You understand?
You work in main road, Max?
Main road I work in.
And when you've been on the road, you've been seeing other drivers?
Yeah, I get a little problem until this morning. But that ain't stopping me, I have to work.
When you say problem?
Yeah, I've had people in crap and then try to bully me and all kind of thing. But me taking that, you understand? Okay. I let them know I have bills to pay, I have children to send to school. Me studying them on the protest now.
Look how the man looking frightened.
Yeah.
He's looking back, he's looking
Yeah.
to the media man, so you looking back.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what he say? Imagine you come out to ply your trade. Your boss, eh?
Yeah. Your
Them
own boss.
own your boss. But them threatening you and telling you
They do work taxi. Leave them training them. You pick up school children.
Yeah.
And they're telling you, big back man telling you to leave them train them there.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll put you in with first squares and I'll deal with yes.
Let me tell you something. And this is the society we have. These is the people we have, and this is why I just tell everybody, Trinidad does practice selective outrage, you know.
Wickedness the highest degree.
Selective outrage, you know. They just pick and choose when to get vexed. Pick and choose when to get mad. Pick and choose when to get loud. Selective outrage, you know. People here are going on. We're going to take a real quick break, and trust me, it's going to be quick.
Well, you think it would have worked this morning? It didn't work at all.
And we
shoot it
coming
down.
back
Yes,
and we
coming
taking
back.
some calls, right? So let us go for the break.
Good
people.
morning,
And
Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Call up to the hour.
We taking calls straight down, straight down.
Straight down until you
You
lie down.
understand?
As Obia said, blow up the lines.
Blow up the lines.
Blow up
Right?
they say.
Yeah.
But it's now, they don't like how this country running good. They don't like how this country is saying today we is taking care of every single citizen in this country. Don't care what hair, don't care what color. Kamala and the UNC government take the cause. Caller, you alive?
Caller, you alive?
Yeah, boy, they should send boss down there morning, noon, and night. They protest till the maxis at a rotten.
Yeah.
Well said, caller.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too because
I agree.
It ain't making no sense, partner. No kind of sense at all.
Listen, what? And let me tell you something, eh? You know if they do that, you know they're going to start a complaint, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to start a complaint. But like I just tell people, do for do could never be bad mind.
Never be bad mind. Never
Do
be
for
bad
do
mind.
could never be bad mind.
Because they are wicked to this country. You see what happened today. You see, and as I said, I was looking at that my point of view. I think that the Minister of Transport he dropped the ball because from 5 o'clock in the morning he shall be having the Peter bus out there. He shall call the commissioner.
Zaku stick a little bit.
He stick a little bit.
Yeah.
He gave the
Because-
maximum too much a play early.
And let me tell you something too, right? Like this is where we had to take the approach of America here. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Terrorists, yeah.
You see that what them Maximen do there?
I agree.
That is operating like terrorists.
I agree. Definitely agree with you.
You don't get to hold the state to ransom.
Nope.
Period.
Nope, never.
Period. The minute we hear you all whisper, all you got to plan protest in silent. And if it leak, and we know these Trinidad love to talk, the minute it leak, we mobilizing.
Yeah, I agree.
That is how Zakura to operate. You can't play for slips with them.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Because let me tell you something. You see how the commissioner jump out and the commissioner say, well, listen, let them do it again. We prepared for it.
Nobody
You have to be
the commissioner was
forward
right because that was safety, you know.
Yeah.
People on the streets waiting for vehicles or on the Bitam highway waiting, the bus with all day waiting.
And then you see when crowds start to rush, nobody ain't studying boys, little children.
Try to go
home. Everybody want to go
home.
So it was nice that he prioritized the elderly and children first.
Them know what they do, the max teachers, and them know what they do, boy. They know what they do, boy. This country hate all boy. This country hate all after. See, this country will never forget all you. Never forget.
They go forget. BP and them voters done forget. Them done forget.
But ever see them on social media this morning, clapping, it's Kamala. Kamala caused that. The UNC too wicked.
Yeah.
And they know that problems about 10 years ago.
Boy, let me tell you something, is the most, but you ain't hear the maxi driver now say that?
Yeah.
He said, why are they didn't protest 10, 15 years ago? It's because them know what I'm doing, you know. And I tell you, this whole thing is just them trying to extort what they could extort from Kamala.
And I think that the government should get onto that maxi driver and give him a new bus.
Oh, God.
He deserve it. Obi, he deserve it.
No, don't give him a new bus. Give him a bus should pass.
Yes.
Give him a bus. Give him a
He deserve
complimentary
it.
bus should pass.
Because when Maxis wasn't driving, he was out there.
Yeah.
So he deserve it.
Yes. He was out there being threatened. Yeah. He was out there being threatened. Give him the opportunity.
One of my friends told me this morning who have a Maxi. I said, so why you going on?
Call us, call in.
I said, man, why you going on? Me? To get blacklist? It have Maxi men taking down numbers. All who working. And I asked all your Maxi men get on to Obi or Kingsley. We will expose them. Inbox us and tell us. Yes, caller, you're alive.
Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, all those Maxi men who was part of the protest and drive on the bus route,
yeah,
they should cancel the passes.
Suspend the pass for a little 6 months.
Yeah. Give somebody else.
And that's how the public feeling will be.
Yeah.
That's how the public feeling about the Maxi driver. And I want to thank the minister also today meeting these the Maxi situation. I hope that it come out good.
Yeah.
I hope that the talking meeting and I believe that the Maxi men should be back out tomorrow. It should let me know 2 days again.
Hey, listen, you open for good. I telling you, you shouldn't be allowed to hold the government to no ransom.
What you
That's
mean?
just how I feel.
This morning when I was traveling, well, you know, I'm my own vehicle, and I traveling passing, and I see teacher and them on the pavement. They tired, they sweaty.
Yeah.
They waiting for a maxi. I cry. Will be a driver, me kind of tears come to my eye. I say, wait, because three things I afraid to happen here. You see when the teachers protest, the doctors, and they come a crisis, you know. It look bad in the international world. It look bad, you know.
But this is why I am telling you the optics of what they are doing. The PNM will run with it.
Yes.
And say that Kamala cannot control the country because look, maxi drivers protesting. But what the PNM will never admit is that they are protesting because the PNM didn't care about them.
And they created
that problem.
Yes.
You understand?
So the governance whole open big.
Yeah.
It was small. But over the years, they just keep on opening. When rainfall now, the whole water coming down on your roof, inside your house.
This is just us inheriting mismanagement, you know?
Of the PNM.
All the time, you know?
Of the PNM.
All the time. From the school fees not being paid for drivers, for the
PNM.
shuttles that is transport children.
PNM.
I remember Godspeed All he play choppiness with that.
Games.
Real games with them drivers who just transport school children, the yellow buses and thing. Them fellas beg for money. Right through. Right? Cummins. You understand? Was more interested in buying mattress. He was more interested in buying mattress than pushing to get that sort out. Millions of dollars in contracts.
No.
Oh, you know, pick up.
Yeah, in Lokita, Taparo, the office. Right?
Millions of dollars in contracts. Them full the pocket. Right? One Alexandria place. It had a building selling right up the road here on Marval Road. Right? For $6 million. The PNM could have buy that.
They rent it.
And take them people out. Rent war. They ignore the building. The building sell to somebody else. Right? Because they rather get faulty forest money.
On Alexander Street.
You understand? They rather get faulty forest money. And then you have all them drivers with them yellow buses. Balling for the money to transport school children. And all they want to tell me about the PNM?
Yeah, but I couldn't believe they go Martin institutions to stand, take that chain up. I couldn't believe people from Grandy, Maxi, take that. Why would they take that chain up? Why only do that?
Shumshalumps. That's why they take that chain up. Shumshalumps.
No, the government going bad. That was just to push agenda, boy.
Listen.
OB, boy.
Everything. Listen, it's like they have, I don't even want to say they have blinders on. I'm telling you, it's a stupid stick that just get beaten in the head with. All of them.
10 minutes to the hour who want to make a contribution.
If all they want to make a contribution, all they get in all themselves now. Call. Ring up the phone. Dolly was the worst minister of education in our country's history. You don't have to tell me that. Listen, I can do a segment on she, you know. The amount of emails and things I have, especially when it comes to Mount Hope Secondary School that was sent to delusional Dolly and she never respond. Listen, let me not go down that road.
Only person find she was good was Rowley.
I saw what you just did there. You're not nice.
The only person find she was good was
You're not nice.
Rowley.
You're not nice. But you see, that is the problem here, people. And you know, we like I say, we will cover. Let me take a call.
Come on, call us. We taking 2 more calls before we go.
Caller, good afternoon.
The first call.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man.
Good night. Listen, I'm very grateful for hearing you people, you fellas talking.
Thank you.
Yeah. You all are speaking on, you know, I keep remembering Mr. Sadhu on 90.5 in his talk program. With Brother Kingsley.
Yes, man.
I don't know if Brother Kingsley will remember me. I'm Keith from Maraval.
Okay, Keith from
So I
Maraval.
always need to make a contribution, you know. And I agree with everything you guys are saying so far.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work in Christ's name, yeah?
Yes, and keep listening to the station and keep calling in, man.
Yeah, man.
Keith
Thank
from
you,
Maraval.
caller.
Yeah, I wish I could have come and join with you all and all. Yeah.
Don't worry,
We're going to invite you. We're going to invite the public just now. We're going to do a segment with the public. I don't think I can call you, but you have WhatsApp.
Yeah, we boy.
Hey, boy.
Good day, Back Paul.
Back in.
Again.
Yes.
I listened to that video that idiot put out there. Well, let me call him no idiot and thing because I don't want to go down.
Search for that video, boy.
I don't want to go to that level of having somebody in the gutter bring me down into the gutter.
Rachel black fella.
Yeah. Now,
nasty.
20, 30 years ago, he would have got a response from the population that he targeting there.
Yeah.
But we have come too far and worked too hard and elevated ourselves that we ain't gonna let no illiterate, ignorant fool bring us down into that level where they are killing each other from this village, killing that one. They are not gonna bring us into that.
True.
We would continue to strive, and who don't want to follow and see improvement, betterment, how it is done, what it takes, hard work, sacrifice, dedication, and it have its rewards. Where you would see it, and you don't want to follow that train, and you decide to follow the train out of town. Continue. So all you could continue with all your racist attack and all your illiterate thing, that ain't putting food on our table. That ain't stopping us from going and worshiping the same gods that you criticize and thing. Because if you seeing that prosperity comes with people worshiping how much God with 20 hand, 30 hand, and the this and the that and all kind of things.
Clearly you need to stop.
And then you decide that you are so much more better than that, and you in that position where you have to go and attack people and curse them and and then you're begging for CPAP work and this work and that, and you're hustling, your mouth dry, your foot toenail and thing can get a cut with a good nail clipper. And you seen
but this thing on the chest is the sun in the morning.
Back for deal with him, belittle him. He's too nasty. He's a low life, red and hungry.
So he are gonna get us coming on to their level. Let that remain in the PNM camp. Have a good afternoon, gentlemen. Be safe outside.
Anybody listen to that video and supporting him after,
but
they're just like he.
I don't want a song bad, but the PNM influencers is real retarded.
Yeah. No.
Listen, almost all of them just cuss and give like some retards on the platform.
The only cussing.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Cussing and threat.
You could tell that they don't have a CXC threshold. Them ain't even a common entrance threshold.
No.
Right? You talk about undeveloped muscles, and they always cussing and carrying on in a video. You can't even pick up what they're saying because everything does just sound like rah, 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 rah.
Look where that maxi taxis do. Excuse me. Battings, they will say balance come out good.
Yeah.
Right now, they make the police service looking real good.
Yeah.
They make the police service looking real good.
Listen.
So they remove all the black stigma from them and get them
they get them good PR.
Yes, good PR. All think.
Big up man like Cow Squad on the live, boy. You know once Cow Squad day. The vibes nice. Once Cow Squad
get in, we'll take one more call before we go.
Yeah, we're taking calls. They're calling and throwing all their 2 cents,
before we go.
But you see, Kingsley, listen there.
We getting one more call. Let's go.
Good afternoon.
Yes, hi. Good afternoon.
And the lady.
And Obi.
Hi.
You remember that past the education minister in the PNM, Gatsby Dolly. She said all the children who misbehaving in the school and fighting is PNM children and PNM grandchildren. And what she do for them? Nothing she do for them.
Exactly.
At Southeast Border Spain, the principal, the teacher said they asked them for 300 desks. They never give them that. She said they had to break it down to half day because they didn't have desks for all the children to sit down. And some other school in Port of Spain too. And when this government come, as they come into, they send all the desks and they for the children, they start back the whole day.
Yeah.
So she was a waste of time. She didn't do one damn thing for the children.
And that is true. That is
so true. Or she wanted to dress up like a queen. Coming like some kind of, she went for queen contest and so.
And yes, and I must say, I now see anything on TTT day. The boss and them, what the police bring out, what it will be? Very clean, nice,
brand new police boss.
Brand new police boss on them.
Yeah.
Clean and nice.
Yeah.
Sparkling, white and blue.
Yeah.
To help the poor people to go home and go to school. I have to give the police a clap again.
I'm going to tell you something, Acting pensioner Williams would have never think about doing that under the
my
PNM.
gosh.
Keith would have cost him. Acting pensioner Jacob would have never take God out of his thoughts to do that because Keith would have cost him. Acting pensioner Christopher would have never take God out of his thoughts. Right, to take that maxi and go and pick up people under the
So
PNM.
you telling me
But
you
Commissioner Guevara,
you telling me
did that.
you working maxi for somebody, you have to carry $1,500 by the end of the day.
15 is not 15. They're carrying less than that. I'm telling you, them does make, boy.
No, there's no. I say no. 15 for the owner.
Yeah.
Because if you come a maxi for somebody, you might make a 3,000 a day, 4,000 a day because they make plenty money, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Like maximum, I owner maximum take 1,000 a day, 1,500 a day.
Normally, most of them does take a 1,000 a day.
So you said you have to carry $1,000 a day and you stay home for 3 days. You have to make up them 3 days. You have to make up them 3 days money in next 2 days.
They done.
Oh, how you bravest? How you go out in the morning, you know? Go out there and work the people and carry the people them to school and work.
Yeah.
Go out there in the morning.
Let me tell you something.
I put all there notice, you know. Go out in the morning.
The people, if it's one thing I would say, and we could say this in closing, that we going down. The United National Congress will leave their mark on this nation for this next 5 that you all will remember. Because you see now, you have a government. You see when our government is doing what they need to do, the rest of the society does feel motivated to do better.
So true.
And let me tell you something. For all who didn't see Mrs. Bissessa in the Corridor event, I will play that clip tomorrow.
She was there. She was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell all you something.
Looking good and healthy.
Let me tell all you something, Children does gravitate to Mrs. Bissessa way more than they used to gravitate to Keith. Because Keith's face was always serious.
And Penny
he
too.
never had a smile. And Penny too. Because Penny's face always just look like she down. Like she always depressed. Right?
After what Rody did to
Mrs. Bissessa does bring out a kind of joy in children. And I've noticed every function she go in, children making themselves present to meet her.
Yes.
And yesterday a young lady gave us some really nice gifts and I will highlight it tomorrow when we come.
Yep.
But I want all you to understand this. I look at the PNM Sports Day and the nonsense that was. And I look at our corridor. I watch how UNC people was partying and having fun.
They talk no politics.
I watch how Padarat was having a good time.
No
And
politics
they
was mentioned.
Pong the tomato.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. They didn't have a time to study politics.
No politics was there. No whatsoever.
It was fun, family, and enjoyment.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And if that tell you the difference in the ecosystem between PNM and UNC, I don't know when all you go learn.
They go learn.
Kingsley, final thoughts.
I want to tell you, Maxi Driver, them. Hell with you all. Hell with you all. And I ain't wish no good for you all, no, because you know why? You see what you do to my people them today?
Mm-hmm.
But may Ezekiel come down and hold your boy.
Well, people,
I'm out for the day.
Well, you know my motto, as usual.
Yes.
You cannot become a first world nation with a third world mentality.
With PNM.
Make a better version of yourself every day. Trinidad and Tobago. This has been the Big Bad Wrap-Up program with
Back
Kingsley
here tomorrow
and
from 6 to 8.
We will be here tomorrow. And for the people who've been messaging me and asking me what is my end song, the name of the song is You Need to Get Up, Get Out and Get Something from Outkast. Is a very old rap song.
I wish the ignorant African boy could listen to that song.
An ignorant African boy from TikTok. You need to get up, get out and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. We was here, people. Enjoy all your afternoon. Reach home safely.